His plan. But me, many times I try to plan things and things happen and I can't change. But God has a perfect plan. And He's promised, He's saying, He wants to lead us. He wants to support us. So wonderful. I feel the drama, the points, the touches, my message today. It's good. So it says, what is your goal? What? Stand up. Copy me. What is your goal? Again. What is your goal? What is my goal? Thank you. Great to see you. Last week, evening, one day I was reading the Bible and I was that question came to my mind. And my mind, it started. And soon I had my message ready for today. I was thinking, in life, me, my goal, you people, your goal. All of us, we're breathing, we're alive. This morning, at CEI, you woke up, got ready, you went to you found a beautiful shirt, a beautiful dress, put it on, you went to the bus, sat down. What for? Have a goal. You wanted to go to the church. You had a goal. Some of you were not at CDI. At home, you were getting ready and you had a goal to go right here to the church. And now, you're setting you came to church, had a goal, but why now you're sitting here right now? What is your goal? You want God? Or did you want to see Jerry preaching? You boys, you like soccer? Who enjoys? boys enjoy soccer? Who enjoys volleyball? Alright. Okay, it doesn't matter what we play. Volleyball, soccer. When you play, you have a goal. What is the goal? You want to win. In soccer, we have. And we try. Volleyball, we try. Win. We have a goal, we want to win. See how at school, sometimes you play, you have the you play. We have how much? 2, 3 catch, and the others go. You want how many times? 3 times? You have a goal, you're trying 3 times in the middle. Catchers, they have a goal, they're trying, nobody will win. Goal. People, life. Children, babies are born and they grow up. Small children, they have a goal. They want to go to school, learn, read, write. They go to school, they're learning, they're studying, and they're thinking about the future. I have a goal. I want to work. I want to get married. I want the school done, and young people, they're thinking, they're dreaming the future. Have a goal. Some people, maybe their goal is to be lazy. Some people, they have a goal, they want to work, they want money and become rich. Maybe you have a goal, you want a phone. You want a good phone. Maybe you have a goal. The boys, they're dreaming, they're seeing the city on the road, they're seeing beautiful cars. I want. Maybe you're dreaming, you want in the future, work, and you want a beautiful house. Maybe some of you are dreaming the future, you want to be a missionary. Go to CDI, teach deaf children, maybe go to another country, tell people about Jesus. Maybe some of the boys, they're dreaming the future, they want to be up here and preach. Maybe some are dreaming they want in the future school, a teacher. Different people are thinking and dreaming of a goal. Some people are looking at the world, they're seeing in the world people having fun, enjoying life, drinking. They want world, enjoy the same. Some people different things. But I think all of you, each one, have a goal. I think a normal person has a goal. So people have different goals. There are two verses that the top man he wrote, and he'd say, that, and it means helps nothing. Helps nothing. Solomon, he was a king. He was rich. He had things. He had money. He had beautiful houses. He had wives. And Solomon watches world, people, helps nothing. He says in one verse, 5 times, helps nothing. Life, money, rich, beautiful houses. That's in Ecclesiastes. All that book, the Bible, Ecclesiastes, it's 12 chapters. Solomon, he's writing, he's explaining the things that he has been watching, he has been studying. He says, life. Chapter 1, verse 17, he says, I focus my heart, my mind, I focus to become wise, to understand foolishness. I understand. That is just like the wind. Where helps the wind? Solomon, he's saying, the world, the things, houses, money, it's just like trying. My brother, he was young. Shangle Church, big church. My family was going to that church. So my brother, with his cousin, when church was done, they would go to a band, they would sit on top. They had open, and you know, in the sun, band, inside, hot, no They were sitting inside. They had doors open and they would feel and fast. They tried the wind to catch it. They wanted to stay. That's what this means. Trying the wind to catch it. In the van. Helps nothing. Chapter 1, Solomon say, in the world, things, there it is. The things that happen before already. Chapter 2, verse 10, before the verse, he's explaining, he said he had houses, he had workers, he had everything. Verse 10, he said, whatever I wished, he got it. If I wish for something, I got it. And I rejoiced, I enjoyed the things. I enjoyed it. In verse 11, and I loved the things I had. The same, like he's saying in another verse, he says, me, I have worked, I'm wise, I'm working, I'm saving it, and I'm buying, I'm owning things, but when I can come home and die, what will happen? Another person will come. Me? Another person. Or someone. Looks nothing. So why do people dream and have a goal? Solomon says it helps nothing. Why are you dreaming about the future? You want to do things. It says it helps nothing. Let's see. The Bible and more. King Nebuchadnezzar. He, one day, he had a dream in the night. And he saw a big tree. The animals, and from far you would see trees and the birds. So, an angel that tree, cut it down. Dead. The tree, but leave there. Morning. And he called his servants. He asked, what does it mean? His servants. Finally, Daniel, he came. He explained. And he said, that tree is you. That tree is you. You are king. Many people, cities, you own them. You are strong. People respecting you. People serving you. But one day, you will be cut off. The animals, grass, will. His goal. His goal. He wanted the world that was his goal. And he had in Daniel chapter 4 verse 29 to 30, it says 12 months after the dream. He had a dream about the tree. Daniel explained what had happened. 12 months after that, this king, he was walking. I'm smart, I'm rich, I have all of that. Me. And it happened. 1 hour. The Bible says in 1 hour he was walking and he was looking, and instantly people and he was out with the cows. First, this king, he had a goal. He had a arrive at home. And my brother and that. I think it's 7 years. This king, he was eating grass. For 7 years. A strong, rich king changed with the cow. And those 7 years were done. This king. Daniel chapter 4, verse 37. That's the king himself. When he was done with the cows, the people again, he says, now I praise and honor the King of heaven, God. He his ways, his plan is right. And whoever is proud, like this king, that God, he can humble. This king, after that, he thought, I am strong, I am in control, there is no one else that can beat me. One day, and after that, he understood there is a God. Another story. Joseph. What was his name? Joseph's book. Joseph, when he was young, boy, with his brothers, they were working. And Joseph, he had dreams. And his father, a special love. And his brothers hated him. Jealous. And Joseph, what did he do? Joseph, he had to go. It didn't matter. His brothers hated him, jealous. His goal was to serve God. And his brothers were evil. They caught him, sold him, and Joseph, Egypt. People, strange, no person. And in Egypt, he was working as a slave. He bought a wife named Bob. But his goal was to serve God. Follow God. He was faithful. He went his boss, in prison. And Joseph was innocent. Joseph had been doing all right, good, obeying God. And his boss in prison. Now Joseph was in prison. What did he do? God? No. Joseph, though, but it's still the same. Joseph's goal, follow God. And in prison, he was faithful. People again forgot about him. It was the king's servant with him in prison, and he promised, I will help you get out. But he forgot. And Joseph was waiting. Until finally the servant one day, Joseph was in prison. And the king had a dream. He needed help. They called Joseph. And Joseph came. Green, cows, corn, beating, would be 7 years dry, first. And the king, he said, you responsible. Me, second. And Joseph was taken from prison. Became faithful. His goal continued to follow God. Joseph, huge responsibilities to follow God. Joseph, he had one goal. One. Follow God. It didn't matter. He was in prison. He was a king. So, follow God. Alright. Back to Ecclesiastes. Solomon. Chapter 11, verse 9. It says, young people, what should you do? Enjoy. Be happy. Enjoy your life. Whatever you want, do it. You can do what you want. You can enjoy your life. But remember that God will judge everything. So what this verse is saying, the choice is yours. You can choose. Your goal, you can choose. But one thing, Solomon, remember, God will come. Chapter 12, verse 13 to 14. Now Solomon, he had life, riches, money, helps nothing. So what is life? Why are people alive? He says, verse 13, fear God, obey His commandments. That is the reason why you're alive. That is the only goal that God has made you, to obey Him. Verse 40, again, God, He will judge. Doesn't matter. You're hiding. There is no other person seeing it, but God is seeing it. He will judge. If it's good or evil, doesn't matter. God will judge. Like we saw in the drama, all the people were judged. So what is your goal? Your goal, my goal. The choice is yours. Each one for himself. You can choose your goal. Let's pray. Dear Father, thank you that you are all powerful. We have seen there are kings that thought they were above. They had everything in control. And we see you, well, you, strong kings, you can make them up. Pray for each one here. Will you just help all of us, myself, to think seriously about your plan? What is my goal? Your goal. I pray that all of us could choose, make a goal, follow you, like Joseph. Joseph, no matter what, his goal is still the same. Follow you. I just pray you help all of us. Prophet, just have our goal, our focus, follow you. Pray, we need, you bless each one, protect us,